Here are your Court News Ohio top stories in 5 minutes. Judges, court staff, probation officers, counselors, and other treatment providers gathered at the Ohio State University Student Union to exchange ideas at the Ohio Specialized Dockets Conference. Ohio Supreme Court Administrative Director Michael Binger welcomed the crowd of 525 court personnel from all over the state.
So I'd like to reach out and thank the Specialized Dockets section at the Supreme Court of Ohio. And I also benefit every day from their knowledge, their commitment, and their passion.
Ohio has established itself as a national leader in the implementation of specialized dockets. There are 230 specialized docket programs in operation throughout Ohio, and the Ohio Supreme Court recently certified new dockets to begin operations next year. Montgomery County Judge Tony Capizzi was recently named the president of the National Council of Juvenile Court Judges.
It's exciting because I'm able to tell the story of Ohio. We've been leaders in this country for 100 years on how we treat our children, our families, and just our communities. And to talk to other states, the judges there, it really reinforces the fact that what I already knew, and that is we are the best.
Judge Capizzi's court is part of a pilot project with IBM that would put the lightning-fast artificial intelligence system of Watson into the hands of judges across the state to manage cases.
One really cool thing about it, actually, is that my staff can put into it in real time what happens. So when I'm getting ready for court and I have all these files to review, 30 or 40 for the day, if something happens 10 minutes ago, my staff can put it in the computer system, online, in the cloud. When I get on the bench, it's there.
Judge Michael Jackson was also recognized at the conference for his work with the Veterans Treatment Court in Cuyahoga County. As a decorated Vietnam War veteran, Court News Ohio caught up with Judge Jackson, saying hello to his fellow veterans.
I'm the only veteran on the court. One of the things I wanted to do was to start a Veterans Treatment Court. So I feel very supported by my other judges and very blessed to have the opportunity to do that.
The Ohio Capitol Rotunda was the setting for 60 volunteers and legal aid staffers to pay tribute to Legal Aid Day. Ohio Legal Aid ensures that the most vulnerable citizens have access to the civil justice system and legal system when it comes to housing, education, protection from domestic violence, and other ways.
Legal Aid is like a big law firm. They specialize in the areas of law that particularly impact low-income Ohioans. And they are there to serve those low-income Ohioans in the same way a giant law firm would serve its clients.
There are 248 legal aid attorneys who helped 114,000 low-income Ohioans last year. Ohio Supreme Court Administrative Director Michael Binger spoke at the celebration. He worked in Kosovo from 2007 to 2010, following the devastating civil war, to help reestablish a justice system.
It took me leaving this country, where we tend to take so much for granted, to understand how fortunate I am that I live in a society where I really don't worry about proving that I own my home or my car, that I am who I say I am, that my children are indeed my children.
A significant portion of funding for the Legal Services Corporation, or the LSC, that helps fund legal aid in Ohio and across America is in jeopardy. The message to lawmakers was that their constituents need legal aid services in the state.
So it's a good thing for Ohio as far as economics, but it's a good thing for people to be able to have access to justice, to be able to resolve their problems and to move forward with their lives and improve their lives, because when people have a higher level of living, that benefits everyone.
Ohio Supreme Court Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor sent letters to members of Ohio's Washington delegation this past spring and again last month, urging their support for funding at current levels.
Oh, the Chief's efforts have been critical. It is so important and valuable to have the support and imprimatur of the Chief Justice of the Ohio Supreme Court, especially, always, but especially in this year when she's also the head of the Conference of Chief Justices.
Legal aid attorneys have represented low-income Ohioans with everything from court hearings to school hearings since the Ohio General Assembly founded OLAF in 1994. That's a look at Court News Ohio's top stories. Visit courtnewsohio.gov for the latest headlines on Ohio's courts. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.